What has been the exciting news in social media the past week? And I'm telling you, things change on a daily basis. So yesterday there was this big announcement by Instagram/Facebook about, they call it the big idea. And basically it was announcement about the fact that Instagram has added video to their platform. So what are the specifications of this update? The video can be up to 15 seconds that you can tape while you're on the go on your smartphone. The video does not loop like it does with Vine. If you are familiar with Vine, it's the mobile app by a company that was acquired by Twitter, and basically it helps you take 6-second long snapshots and then upload them to Twitter. But it loops. But with respect to Instagram, it doesn't loop. You can have a choice of any frame as a thumbnail while you're posting your status or your video on Facebook and other social networks, because if you have done video and advertise with video, you know that it's that snapshot, that thumbnail that you put on the site is really important. Now, Marilyn is asking, what is a loop? By loop, I mean the video, the snapshots keep repeating it themselves. So let's say somebody is picking up a cup of coffee, and every 6 seconds you capture their video. Let's say they drink it and put it back. In Vine, that process keeps repeating itself. To me, that's very annoying. But in Instagram, that doesn't happen. It's just one video that if you want to watch it, you'd have to replay. There is another thing that's added in Instagram, which is cinema, which is basically cinematic stabilization of video. So if you're running around after your kid riding a bike and they are right, and your hand keeps shaking because you're running after them, there's that stabilization feature in there that helps you make the video a little bit more easier to view. And they also have 13 filters to help you create beautiful videos, different coloring, different textures, and things like that. So a lot of people were commenting when this live broadcast was going on by Facebook. I was looking at the chat box, and many people were saying, well, I will dump Vine for this. And so this might be bad news for Vine, because like I said, the videos are only 6 seconds long and they're in a loop. And but the thing is, Vine also is relatively new, and Instagram has been around for a while, and it has a huge user base. So that's another maybe bad news for Vine. And I'm hearing that Vine is adding some features to try to lure their users back if they are thinking about going to Instagram, but we'll see. And it might even not hurt Vine, because the audience of people that use Vine on Twitter might be different, so time will tell. So what does this Instagram thing look like? This is a screenshot that I took directly from Instagram blog. So on the left-hand side, this is the leftmost image. Let's say you want to take something going on, you're gone to the San Diego County Fair or something. You can either take a picture or a video. So if you take the video, you hold your finger on it, and it takes 6 seconds videos, and then you go to the next screen, and on the bottom you see the different frames that you can, different additions. What did I call it? I forget what I called it. It's called filters. You can use any of these filters to change the coloring and the look of your video, and then you can upload it. So this, the rightmost one, is how your image would look like on Instagram. And Nigel thinks that this new update is bad news for Vine. I think Instagram Cinema puts it in a league ahead. So that's a good argument, yes. Okay, so one thing I wanted to bring up, we are all talking about Instagram and Vine, and one thing that I don't hear a lot of conversation about is the mobile app by YouTube that was released a few months ago called Capture. And Capture, if you look at the various features that it gives you, in my mind, it's even better than Instagram or Vine. Why? Because I tested it today and it doesn't seem to be that 6 seconds or 12 seconds or 15 seconds time limit, so you can just keep recording. There's no looping. As you can see on this image, this is an image I took from the Capture app page. There's lots of things you can do. You can do enhancements, which is shown by this magic wizard. You can share to Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. You can do color correction. You can do stabilize, which is basically the same thing as cinema. You can trim it, and you can also add music to it. So if I were to choose any of these three in terms of being feature-rich, I would say Capture would be it. So I don't know why there's not so much conversation around it. Okay, so now we're moving on to another thing with Facebook. You can now add photos to Facebook comments. It used to be that we could only add words or links, but now there's actually a little camera icon on the right hand side, which you don't see right now, but if you click on it, you can upload a video and write a description, so you can actually be more engaging with respect to your comments. That's fantastic. Now this is a feature with Facebook that is going to be coming up. It's not there yet, but it is really, really exciting, and the great news is that Facebook is giving us more analytic juice, I call it, pretty soon. So let's take a look at the old and the new versions. This is an image that shows a, let's see, an overview tab that we're currently getting. Some people are getting the new versions, but this is the old ones. And this, I took this from Mashable, I think, these images. So what would we see on overview? We get overview, likes, reach, talking about this, and followers. And you get your weekly total reach and people talking about this. And people talking about this has a whole host of different actions that people take on your posts, and I never liked it because it's just so vague and it doesn't really tell you anything. What does that mean? How can I tear this apart? So that is going to be changed. First of all, the overview panel, your analytics dashboard, is going to be much simpler. On the top that I've circled here, you get 4 tabs: overview, page, posts, and people. And let's look at this right-hand side. The PTAT has been broken down, which is awesome. It's under the category of engagement, and then that engagement has been broken down into different pieces: likes, comments, shares, and post clicks. This is something that people miss quite a lot. There are a lot of people probably in your fan base that are not liking what you post or commenting or sharing. But I bet you if you go carefully look at your analytics, see that people are clicking on the links that you have posted, or take a look at the image, and that still counts. This is really important, especially if you're sending people to a landing page outside of Facebook. You know that you are carrying people down through the whatever funnel you're looking at, sales funnel or whatever your goals are. So this is fantastic. This breakdown, I'm really looking forward to getting this information. Then you have page likes, post reach, how many people it has reached. And then on the bottom, you get your 5 most recent posts, tags, type, targeting, reach, and engagement. So again, it breaks down the engagement here for you into various different colors. The post analysis, this is where you can look at your individual posts and see how they perform, and this is the old post analysis. Again, we say reach and PTAT, and these circles represent your individual posts. And on the bottom, there is a window. It shows each individual post with the date and the different actions that people took over it. And if you hover your mouse over a link, it'll show you that specific post. So that's all the information you get. But what is coming to us is this, which is you click on a post and you get these post details, and it gives you a whole bunch of information. People reached, likes, comments, and share, post clicks, and what is really valuable is negative feedback. This negative feedback you would be able to get if you downloaded your data as an Excel sheet, which you will still be able to do. But right now they are giving it to you. There's no need to download it and look at it on a spreadsheet. It's given to you right there, and it's important because you want to know how the different posts are affecting your audience. Are they hiding that particular post? Are they hiding all of your posts? Are they reporting you as a spam? Are they unliking your page because of that post? This is really important. If you can connect a particular post to an unlike, it gives you a lot of information about how it is that you're affecting your audience by a particular post. So I'm really looking forward to this detailed new post analysis as well. We also get a more comprehensive information about people interacting with our page. It used to be that the demographic would be the age breakdown, the gender breakdown, and location. But right now, not only we know what percentage of our fans are women or men, we can also see what percentage of them are engaging with our page, and we also can see what percentage of those people engaging with our page is our fans. So now, for example, if you put up a post and you can see that this post generates engagement, and you can see that most of the engagement, or a large part of the engagement, that are coming from people that are not already your fans, this is a good indication that maybe you should be using your post for a promoted post. So this kind of information allows you to gauge what posts are the most successful for you to use that to go out and reach and gain new followers. Okay, what about Google? Google is giving us more analytics, June. Again, this is not coming yet, but will be coming soon. And these are snapshots from the Google block itself, so I'm going to read it to you. So thanks to our integration with the Google Display Network, Google Analytics can now break down the separation between clicks and impressions and give a more complete view of the customer journey. When a user views display ads on the GDN, or which is the Google Display Network, or video ads on YouTube, and later visits your website and converts, these interactions with your brand can now be captured in Google Analytics multi-channel funnels reporting. So basically, whether or not a viewer sees your ad but doesn't click on it, you will be able to gauge as to how effective it was. Let's say somebody watches your videos and watches a video and looks at your ad, but doesn't really click on it, but Google captures that view information, and then if that particular user goes later on to your page and makes a purchase or downloads something, Google will be able to show you that correlation, which is really, really important. So even if people don't take action on those ads, you'll be able to gauge or understand their effectiveness. So you might be asking, what is Google Display Network? It's a kind of display advertising that lets you create all types of ads, place those ads on websites that are relevant to your what you're selling, show these ads to the people that are likely to be most interested, manage and track your budget, campaign, and results as you go. So if you visit a particular website and then you go to a different website, and then there's a particular ad that keeps following you wherever you go on the web, that's GDN, and that's a very powerful way of marketing. So that kind of activity that people might, for example, if they go to a website and they see your ad but don't click on it, that kind of activity is captured by Google. This is just shows the power of the huge amount of data that Google has. So what would the data look like? this would be, this is a screenshot that I took from Google Analytics blog. So you get conversion. There's in this particular website, they have this many, about 1 million conversions. And then click-assisted conversions, meaning that they click through something to get to that page and convert. And then on the bottom, impression-assisted conversions, or rich media, which is YouTube-assisted conversions. So you get information, what percentage of those conversations that you're having is coming from just viewing your ad on a GDN or on a YouTube. So this is great, valuable information that is coming to us soon. If you liked what you heard, please like and share the video +1 on Google+. If you'd like to be notified about our future workshops or give me feedback, or if you'd like to be a presenter, please follow the link bit.ly feedback_SM. I would love to hear from you. Okay. Anybody has any comments about all these new developments? No?
Have you made any Instagram videos yet?
Oh no, I'm actually, you know what? I'm not on Instagram. I'm very, how do you say it? Very minimalistic with respect to the channels I use.
Gotcha.
But I did download it yesterday. But if I had to choose between, if I had to choose between these 3 platforms that I talked about, for me personally, I would use YouTube, because I'm on YouTube, my show is on YouTube, and it gives me so much more information. But for B2C businesses, probably Instagram would be very valuable, because a lot of people are in there.
I agree.
And oh, thank you for reminder, Scott. Okay. And Nigel says that he's looking forward to Facebook Insights. Knowledge is power. You are right, my friend. And Scott is reminding me that, how could I forget, Scott, that next week is our 1-year anniversary. OpenSM turns 1. And I have I don't have my statistics, but we have hosted so many workshops and panel discussions, and we've had thousands of views for our YouTube page. Ever since I basically started the channel with 0 subscribers and 0 views, because before that I didn't have a YouTube channel. But thanks to Google Plus Hangout, it sort of breathed new life into the way I communicate and connect with my network. And we have an exciting guest coming up, my friend Scott Scowcroft. Where are you, Scott? Let's show you. Hi, Scott. He helped me create a nice overview video of what is coming, and I'm really excited. Google Hangouts, like I say, changed the way I do things, and one of the people on Google Plus that we all rely on for learning how to use Google Plus, do you agree, Scott? Yes, do you agree? Yes, is Ronnie Bincer. And I thought that it would be really appropriate, since this is the anniversary of my Google Hangout, we would bring the Google Hangout Helper. He's known as the Hangout Helper. And we are going, Google Hangout is a great business tool. And what Ronnie does, he does a great job of showing us how to use it, different features every time there's an update. So if you want to know exactly how to use that tool, then you can go to his channel and learn how to do it. But one thing I really want to have a discussion with him about is business strategy when it comes to using the Hangout, because that's a whole different avenue, and he graciously agreed. And Scott has posted, I think, the video on the chat box. I don't see it here yet, but it's a really nice video. So I hope that you can join us next week and be exciting, and I think this would be probably very useful. Okay, So thank you again, Cynthia. Thank you so much for all the fantastic information you shared, and I hope that we can see you again when Pinterest does more and more amazing stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing your book and promoting it for you.
Oh, thank you so much, Sherry. It was a pleasure. Had a great time. Thanks.
Great. Anybody else has anything to say? No? Scott, do you know if I can play the video here for people to see or no?
Well, maybe. Do you want me to try and play it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. This will be my first time, but let's see if we can do it. It'll take a second.
Okay. It's a great video. It was supposed to come out on Monday, but why not? The week is over. Scott, by the way, does this as a service. So if you do hangouts regularly and you wanted somebody to break them down into little bite pieces that are more comprehensible and takes away this extra stuff, or you wanted cartoons like this, you can talk to Scott. You trying to play it?
Well.
Thank you, Nigel. It's not playing? Oh, wait. No, it doesn't show. Okay. I can hear the noise, but the sound, but the video isn't showing. Oh, and it kicked you off.
Well, people will just have to connect to you to get the URL.
Yes, yeah, I will. Well, anyway, I'm going to invite everybody that is here. They're going to get it, and I will put the link everywhere, all over the place. So I hope you can join us for our birthday next week. It's a really special day. I'm really excited about it. We have kept at it every week unless something emergency came up, and I've loved every minute of connecting with people and sharing knowledge. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye and hope to see you next week. Bye-bye.